So yesterday, as I mentioned, I had Brandy Evans on from P Valley, which she doesn't even know when it's coming back. But she said we did our part. Everybody's done is in the can.
It's in the
You know,
can.
she plays Mercedes on P Valley. Clackety clack clack clack. In my cricket letter. So I'm like excited. She's also on Reasonable Doubt, and she, you know, when I saw her character, I was like, is she playing this boy's mama? So in this season, there's a murder because it's Reasonable Doubt,
Right.
and you know, there's always going to be a twist. And it's a child actor who, you know, was dating this white girl who he really loved, but he couldn't come out and say that, you know, much like maybe Jonathan Majors, I don't know, but because, you know, and so he was battling with his mama and his manager and his agent, who is Brandy Evans's character, about making it public that he's dating this lady. She's older, blah, blah, blah. She ends up dead at his cabin with his gun. And so he's been arrested. But it's coming out on the backside that this young man had been sexually molested as a child by somebody close to him when he was like 12 and 13. And I saw this clip yesterday, and I was like, it was ironic that I saw this clip yesterday. Mama D, who I don't know because I don't follow Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But I think he's little Scrappy or Scrappy, Big Scrappy.
Yeah, Scrappy's mom.
Scrappy's mama was sharing this story on this podcast with Scrappy about his birthday party when he was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to play the clip, and then I want your opinion.
But you enjoyed it because you got service for free.
That pretty
The
much
first
tell
of the family business. For your birthday. And I tell the truth.
What's she doing?
I think I was 14 or something like that, and she, so I had a full-blown party, and we in the hood, like,
Right. Okay.
full-blown, everybody came, because they, you know, we popular in the hood, you know what I mean?
And then I had the
So
hose.
look, she had the hose,
And
so,
so-
hold on, Mom,
Okay, go ahead, you
said
tell
let
me.
me tell you. Man, mama said, hey, come on, let's get it started.
blew the whistle.
Boom.
Put the girls out. How about they went and got their parents?
Yeah,
Oh,
cause we had,
the little girls.
My mama had,
Now the young teenage
my
girls.
mama had strippers in them
Yeah.
for my
Got
14th
rid, got
birthday.
rid of the
So
school
they
girls
really
and
got-
brought the real ladies in, the
exactly.
grown
Yeah,
women.
the grown women. And
'Cause I
everybody
know
came
the
back.
story.
Everybody came back to the door. All the mamas came back like,
they
hold
gonna
on.
come get
I'm
me.
like,
I
what's
stood my
up?
ground 10 toes
Yeah,
down.
she was like, yeah, this my house though.
It's my house. We're going in my house, going in my house.
Stay
If
in
you
my
got a son in here that don't need to be in here, please take him
Please
out.
call him out.
But
But
we
we need to get up out of here.
Well, yeah, we gonna do
We
what
doing
we
some things.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, because
And then look,
nothing
and then when
wrong
she
with the
left, all the girls came back and we continued the party.
Yeah, and that's how we
You
did.
feel me?
Yeah.
Hey,
For my 14th birthday party.
that's a hell of a party.
I ain't
That's
even
the
know
best
that was
birthday
going.
party story.
I wasn't even looking.
That is great.
Bruh, I wasn't even looking for nothing like that, bro. I was sitting there like the whole time, like strippers. I'm like, cause this is like
think
when
my 14th
no, but when I look back,
was
no,
at
Everybody
Chuck E.
get cake,
Cheese.
right.
no, but look though, bro.
They
I
have
look
cake?
back at it though. That was traumatizing. That was traumatizing.
After
So you saying
therapy.
pussy
After
traumatized.
therapy.
You
Look,
came out of
look,
pussy.
look,
What did you say?
After therapy, man,
They
that was
said
traumatizing.
pussy
Bad.
was traumatized.
Now, wait a
but
minute,
you
you're
came
in
out of
therapy.
pussy.
Yeah.
Well,
So wait, are you in therapy too?
No, she not. I keep begging her to go to therapy. I keep begging her to go.
Because I think
Keep
because
begging her,
he wants you to
cuz.
work through some of the
Yeah, some of the trauma.
stuff.
All the trauma, like
Most
yeah.
14-year-olds is getting bikes or something for their birthday. You giving
no,
this
Nothing,
bitches.
nothing against the
that's
LGBT
crazy.
community, but I just wanted him to chase pussy, then told the purse. That's all I was trying to do.
Okay,
That's
okay.
all I was trying to do.
You
In
know
my
what?
in my
That's
defense,
That's called
in my
gentle.
defense,
listen.
all hands.
So this was going to prevent Lil Scrappy from having strippers, was going to entice. So anyway, we have a lot of growing up to do. I feel like we have normalized really, really toxic, and I hate even using that word, but it is toxic, traumatizing behavior.
Yeah.
It is how we got R. Kelly. It is how we got P. Diddy. It is how there's been kind of a, not just a glassing over, but we celebrate. Now, and Brandy was talking about this yesterday, you know, a young boy with an older woman, we celebrate that. You know, if you the first time you had sex, you were 10, 11, or 12, and it was your babysitter who was 16, 17, or a 20-year-old woman, we celebrate and pat on the back that this young man is the one, and the fathers and all of the village is telling him this is great. But Scrappy told the truth. He's in therapy. He said it was traumatizing.
He said he said flat out, it was traumatic. It was traumatizing to me. He was like, I wasn't even expecting that. And she is proud as hell of that, even after he said it was traumatizing for him, right?
She didn't care.
So
Right.
the crazy part about it too, Karen, is that if that had been a girl, a 14-year-old girl, and her father had a bunch of men come in and gyrating on her, rubbing against her at 14 in a room full of people who were witnessing it, he would be under the jail, right?
Well, maybe not in Trump's America.
Maybe
I feel like the rules are different now.
in
Maybe it's
yeah, but
all right, continue.
in
But yes, right,
in the normal
circumstances.
times, right?
Correct.
That the village would the adults in the village would have come in and rescued that girl out of that situation, but because he's a boy, and I feel like, let's be honest, he's a boy. He said we in the hood and we popular in the hood and all these other things. It was, I'm sure, probably celebrated at the time, even though this man says it was trauma. And his mom's defense of that is, I wanted him to chase women and not wear handbags and not purses.
Yes. Yeah. Pussy, not purses.
Yeah, pussy, not purses, right?
Correct. As if
that was going to stop him. Right? If that's what he wanted to do.
If his proclivities were towards purses, he was still going to be chasing purses.
And it's a lot of hyper masculine heterosexual men running around here with purses on now anyway. But like, that's a whole nother. So like, I don't know what her logic was, but not only is that child abuse, it's like felony child abuse. It would be considered felony child abuse if an officer of the law had been there and doing their duty.
Right. I played the clip because in this space that we have here on SiriusXM, and I love being here with this audience because it is a special kind of person. Yeah. We are working through how we get to wholeness, how we get to freedom, how do we get to, our own common humanity. We are doing this every day, this work. And even I was like initially laughing, and then I had to catch myself, because it is normal. We have normalized it.
Normalized that.
And it's not about being woke. It's about being better. Like, do we not want to raise whole children? Tonight in Nubia, Chelsea Elliott, who does emotional quotient work with children, I asked her, because we're thinking about doing something like Nubia for children, but I was like, let's do it in the space with parents and children. So she's going to be teaching emotional, how to navigate emotional issues, because we usually don't have a bunch of, like, there's like 60 or 80 something emotions that we never tap into. We always lean into anger, sadness, happiness, whatever. But there's so many other ways. So she is teaching children how to express themselves. How do you really feel about this? And because we don't talk enough, because we talk at our children, because we talk at one another, there's not a whole lot of maturity in these conversations. And Mama D just displayed that. No disrespect to her, but the fact that she wouldn't even
I don't have a lot of respect for her, but yeah.
I don't know her. So I'm like, if I knew her, maybe I would be disrespectful, but I don't know her. But what I've experienced with that video was her son telling her, you traumatized me and I'm in therapy and I'd like you to go too. And she won't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not to mention the fact that her solution for ensuring that he appreciated women was to put a bunch of naked women that she had paid to sexualize his 14-year-old body.
Right. What are you teaching him about love, intimacy, the tools that he will need to have healthy relationships, which the little bit that I do know, it's not working, and which is why he's in therapy. Applause to him. So I bring this up because I also want to talk about Den of Kings. Have you been watching this on YouTube?
I haven't been watching it, but I've been listening to hearing people talk about it.
Shout out to Kirk Franklin for doing this, gathering men. The conversations have been enlightening. I want to just say, like, I'm learning. Sitting there, this latest episode is on mental wealth, which I think is so powerful. And it's, of course, Kirk Franklin, NLE the Great, who I never heard of before, but he needs to not be the great. Like, you're the regular right now, or the mediocre until you get better. You're not great yet. Dr. J. Barnett, Kev on stage, absolutely amazing. Ray J, who is Ray J is a complicated character. I'll just say that.
Very complicated.
Emphasis on character, because he understands the assignment sometimes. And then Jonathan Majors is so vulnerable in this, and I got to watch the episode, so I want to talk about that when we come back as
Yeah.
well. I see all of the callers. We're gonna get to y'all. The number here is 866-801-TALK. Drew McCaskill is here, and I want to dig more into this Mama D thing.